goes to YouTube. Boom! What up? YouTube in the house now? All right, we got everything rolling. We're going to kind of kill some time here while we wait for some more peeps to come in. But those of you that are watching this either later on Facebook or on YouTube, you guys don't know that it's live. So we're going to try and keep it as entertaining as possible. But I'm going to share this to some Facebook groups. I should have done this before. See, I told you I'm getting better at this. But slowly. Okay, so we're going to share the group. So I'm going to share this to some Facebook groups so we can get the party a little bigger. Let me get these chats out of the way, and then we're going to get rolling. You guys got anything you guys wanted to talk about today? You can drop it in the comments section, or you can unmute your mic if you're a brave soul. I know it might be kind of intimidating, right? Because it's going to go on YouTube and it's live and all that. So I know it could be intimidating. And learn and drink. I'm about to start. I'm going to put that. I'm about to open beer number 1, and it is a Busch Latte 16 ounce. See if I can do. See if I can do one of these. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Let me find it. And we're gonna get rolling. I got some stuff I'm gonna kind of kick off the show with. One I think is going to be very valuable, and one I'm excited to cover it with you guys. It's going to be a screen share, so those of you on the Instagrams, we got more people coming in. Admit you all. Those of you on the Instagrams, you will not be able to obviously see my screen, so it's going to be good information. You may want to jump on the Zoom. I pinned the link right there so you can see it. I hope it's right there where for you as it is for me. But anyways, all right, what do we got going on here? All right, we already got a question. We're gonna jump right into Q&A. That's always my favorite part, right? I can talk for hours and hours and hours, and I've got content prepared, but yeah, you go ahead. But Q&A is always my favorite. It just is. I don't know why. Okay, so Bobby said, for someone starting a new small business, what are some resources I can use to find out what licenses or permits I need to file for federal or state or local? That's a badass question, Bobby. And I'm not, whatever resources there is, it's not me, because I don't know. I can tell you this, for Louisiana, it was very simple. So to file an LLC, I didn't even open my first beer. Let's rewind to the most important part of booze and biz. It's literally the first one in the name, booze. There it is, Busch Light 16er. They sell them in 6-packs. They're a good deal, and it's good beer. And I don't care what you say. Okay, so as I was saying, starting business in Louisiana. So I left my corporate job almost freaking exactly 3 years ago right now, having no, I guess you could say, formal education. No idea how to start a business, right? And so I learned it all as I went. That being said, it was actually pretty easy. So as far as licenses, first things first, you want to become an LLC. The reason is because that stands for Limited Liability Corporation. And that basically, in a nutshell, means if somebody sues you, let's see, back up. Somebody breaks their arm, and for whatever reason, they want to press charges on you. They cannot sue Bobby. They can only sue Bobby's Bouncers or whatever you decide to name the company. So that means they can't come take your house. They can't come freeze assets in your personal bank account. They can only go after the LLC. So that is, that's one of the most important things you want to do. That also sets you up to be able to use your business as leverage for tax write-offs, for purchases, all those other things. You have to be a legitimate business to get those perks. So go become a legitimate business. In Louisiana, getting an LLC took me, I don't know, an hour maybe. That just because I was clueless. When I started my second business, it was like 20 minutes. You just go to the Secretary of State website in Louisiana. You click through a bunch of stuff, right? It kind of walks you through it. There's a bunch of shit that's confusing. There's a bunch of words that are fancy, you know what I mean? There's options that you may not know what to pick. There's NACIS code that you may not know. Like there's going to be things you're going to have to figure out as you go. But that will then create you as a business. Okay. Okay, Christmas lights for starting. Okay, yeah, that still applies. I did this for Let's Get Lit. So that was the second business I started. But from there, this is not necessarily in your question, but next thing you want to do is go get a Facebook page. I'll leave it at that. And then from there, you'll want to check, I'm guessing, okay, because I'm not a lawyer, but go check the state website. Go join Fred's Facebook group. It's called Christmas Light Contractors. Roughly, I want to say 6,000 people in it, 7,000 people in it, something like that. If you think that the bounce house industry is a little bit prickly, the Christmas light industry is like a bunch of old crotchety dudes. So you'll get some snarky stuff, but just take it. Okay, perfect. So go ask that question in there and ask specifically for the state. Okay. He said he's already in the Facebook group. So go ask for your state. As we roll through this Christmas season, the plans are we're going to make a bunch of content for Christmas lights at Let's Get Lit. It'll go on the YouTube channel. And the plan is for the Discord that I started, that is like, it's got like almost 400 people in it, and 398 of them are all bounce house entrepreneurs. There's like 2 Christmas light people in it, but it's just because of the season there's just not any Christmas light content really coming out. There's not a lot of buzz around it. So as of right now, my Discord is a poor resource for Christmas lights. It's an amazing resource for bounce house stuff. But that will change, right? We'll get some Christmas light people in there. Yep, link to Discord. I've already got it all prepped and ready to rock and roll. So for those of you that don't know what a Discord is, I'm going to do a little bit of a self-promotion here, which I know I'm bad at, so I don't think anybody will mind. I don't ever do it. But so Discord is linked in the chat there, and I'm about to link it in Facebook here. Bam. And then I'll see if I can get you guys on Instagram. I don't know if anybody clicks on Instagram, but so basically what Discord is, think about it like, I'm going to share my screen while I actually do this so you can see what Discord is. Let's share this one. And go. Okay, so you should be able to see this screen over here. Get some crap out the way. And then here you go. This is Discord, okay? So what Discord is, sorry, I'll really get you guys in a minute. Instagram, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so what Discord is it's kind of like a Facebook group community, but it's going to have a whole bunch. So this is mine, we're in right here. It's called The Mentors, but it's got a whole bunch of, so this is Bounce House, right? Bounce House Biz. General, you can ask whatever you want. Insurance related questions that are like brand new people, right? So basically, you're not going to get the same thing you get in the Facebook groups where every day it's 9 people asking about dollies and then 9 people asking about insurance. All the things go where they should go. So that way, when somebody has a insurance related question, they can just come here. And then once they're in the insurance related, they can just scroll up and they can see all the crap we've talked about and linked. And there you go. Okay, inflatables, marketing, equipment, rental software, right? This is where we talk about inflatable office and Event Hawk and logistics, trucks, trailers, other rentals, tents, finance, how to get money, vent. I don't ever go into that one, but it's good. It's bold, so there's new stuff in it. But basically, this is what Discord is. And so then you just come in here, and then it interacts, right? So it interacts like a big group text, basically. Right? So you can, so I put in here, so I'm the creator, so I can tag everyone. So this message goes to everyone. I said, yo, everyone, come have a drink with me tonight. You come and have a drink with me tonight. Let's meet up and talk some shop. And then here's the link, right? And so that goes, boom, push notification to everybody. For those of you that have never been on Discord, you may be thinking it looks weird or it looks confusing or it's new, right? It is what it is. It's new. But I'm gonna say 2 things about it, actually. Number one, this is my opinion, right? So Discord's big in gaming and Discord's big in like the NFT crypto world. Those 2 areas, Discord's huge. Other than that, it doesn't really translate to the rest of the world very good. But in my opinion, it will eventually. I think this is going to take over Facebook groups to some degree. And I think at some point in time down the line, you're going to be in the Discord group for Pringles, if you like Pringles, or you're going to be in the Discord group for Chevys if you like to work on your own Silverado, stuff like that. So it just jump in Discord now, learn on this one. I make sure that everything is positive. I make sure that everything is on the up and up. It's a nice place to interact. It's a cool place to hang out, right? It's not spammy, it's not trolly. And you are going to get good advice, right? If there's any advice that's not good advice, I go in and make sure that I correct it. Okay. Number two thing about Discord, and this is huge. This just came out. Kind of rumors, as far as I know. I don't know that it's in the news, but apparently Facebook is actually retooling Facebook groups, and they're low key doing what Facebook always does and ripping off something else that's successful. So they're basically stealing the idea of Discord and retooling Facebook groups to interact just like this. So come learn Discord now, because it's what Facebook groups are going to be. You know, Facebook's a big company, so it's not going to happen overnight, but they're gonna make Facebook group into this. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this is mine. I linked it. Go join it. It's super cool. How many people are in it? So 366 offline and 20 online. But maybe you're gonna do it now, maybe not. Tap the link, go join the Discord, just start learning it. It's really easy. So I say all that, yeah, and then we come down here. So then here's the Christmas light section. We don't even have any topics because it's just general. There's not enough conversation going on in order to warrant more sections yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But anyway, that's Discord. So if you guys want to jump in, I would love to freaking have you. All right, so I'm gonna stop my share here, and then I'm gonna check our chats because I saw the Facebook one was going pretty well. See if we got any questions in there. And I'll check you too, Instagram. I'm not gonna forget about you. All right, I'm gonna scroll to the top. What do we got? So we got Cleveland in the house. What up, Cleveland? You know, Cleveland's a weird. I like history a lot. So many famous people and like humongous entrepreneurs are randomly from Cleveland. It's crazy. What is the Zoom room number? Carlisle, I could not tell you, my friend. That's one thing I don't know. But it is linked right here. Boom. It's linked right there. What's up from Florida? Next door neighbor. I'm in Louisiana. Hey, Nick, starting out, what would you recommend getting an accountant? That's a great question. So Austin asked about getting an accountant. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Get an accountant. So let me put it like this. If you're going to start your business anytime soon, like pre-December, get an accountant now. Basically, what accountant's going to do for you in the early stages is they're just going to do your taxes. They know all the rules. They know all the tax rules, the tax laws, how to mitigate tax liability, aka the taxes you have to pay, how to file everything correctly, when to buy a new truck, right? They can do all sorts of things. But you're basically going to pay your accountant or CPA to do your taxes. As you grow, you got to be growing, okay? But as you grow, then you start to have them take over the monthly books, meaning in a nutshell, you're going to want to get, if you don't already have it, get QuickBooks, but they have access to your QuickBooks and to all your bank accounts. So they can see cash flow, they can see expenses, they can see everything coming in, coming out. You pay them monthly for that service. And that at that point, they can then guide you on, hey, you have too much money in the bank account, you're making too much money, go buy a new slide, or else we're going to get taxed this. They can see when it's time to start paying yourself a salary instead of just taking money out of the account. They can answer all those questions for you, but do it fast. Do it fast. I waited a little too long. I luckily I'm a very organized person. I love spreadsheets, so I had everything organized. That when we went to our accountant, we just gave her all of that, and she was a happy camper, and everything was all good. How often? Yes, Zach said any small business should have their own account. 100%. How often do you buy new bouncers when you first started? That's a good question. I probably did it wrong. Maybe not. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about that, but I bought them as often as I freaking could, man. Real talk. I bought them as often as I could, and I just in the beginning, I was just taking a stab at it. I didn't know Facebook groups existed. There was no YouTube content, right? I was just out on my own, just guessing. And so I figured out through trial and error that for me, not for everybody, but for me, don't buy bounce houses. They don't make any money. Combos are the king because they rent 52 weeks a year, but water slides make the most amount of money. Asterisks, obstacle courses, low key, make the most amount of money. But I just bought random shit as often as I could. Made sure that my wife wasn't going to divorce me because I was buying too many slides. But yeah, as often as I could, as often as I could. I'll have so this book is like highly recommended by Tariq of Event Hawk right here. Profit First. Okay, I have not read it. I have not even cracked it open. It's brand spanking new. I'm gonna read that and then I'll probably have a better answer for you. But I just looked at it from a standpoint of my wife owns her own hair salon and right was making more money every year, doing very well, to where I could reinvest in the jump off, right? Because and kind of my theory on it is, do you want to make $1,000 this week or do you want to make $1 million in 5 years? And so it's like if you invest in the business, right, it's going to get bigger down the line. So if you can kick the can down the line, it's going to be better in the long run. You know what I mean? Let's see. Next question. How many outriggers on an 18-foot or 22-foot single lane slide? It's going to depend on manufacturer and slide. Every single one of them is going to be different. There will be a bare minimum of 2. My tent and table one has 2 and then 2 coming off the back. My 22-foot HEC slide has 3 coming off. So 6 total, but 3 on each side. But Shannon, you'll see at the top of the slide, there's little loops where they tie through. I don't have any made here. I don't think. Oh, I do. Hold on. So at the top of the slide, there's little loops. Okay, and these are the ones that we sell in the jump off store. But the loop will kind of look like this right at the top of the slide. And so what you'll do is you'll take one of your outriggers and you'll string it through this slide, through that, then back through this, and then pull it tight. And then so it'll be like a knot on there. You know what I mean? Like that. I hope that makes sense. But you'll see these little loops for every number of outriggers. Every one of these should have 1. You can also, if you know the manufacturer of the slide, you can email them. Like I know you can email HEC and Cindy will send you the owner's manual for it so you can read up on it. Let's see. We got more coming through on, let me check Instagram. Because I don't want to ignore you guys. Okay, what questions we got in here? When is the best time to start up this kind of business in cold weather states? Jared Fence. It's a good question, Jared. I'm going to tell you what I believe in my heart of hearts, and that is right now, my friend, right freaking now. You're going to wait around. You're going to try and time the market or time the weather or whatever. I just don't believe in that. I think you get started now. Maybe you're just getting your ducks in a row. Maybe you're just getting a spreadsheet together to start saving money to buy your units. Maybe you're shopping units. Maybe you just file LLC. Go now. Because if you don't go now, by the time it is warm in a cold weather state, it's what? April, May? I'm from Salt Lake City originally, and so it's like it's still freaking cold in May. It snows in May in Salt Lake. You know what I mean? By the time you get there, so much other stuff will have popped up or gotten in your way that's like just go now. Just go now. What's up, everybody? What's up, Fisher Price for Life? Good to see you. What do we got over here? Do we clean jumpers after every use? If so, at the warehouse where customers drop off. So yes, we clean every bounce house after every use. This is a good question. Yes, we clean every bounce house. Yes, we clean 90 something% of them. We clean at the warehouse. Tyler was up there today cleaning. I think he was cleaning all 6 today. The reason we do that inside of the bounce house, it's gonna get grass in it. It's gonna get all sorts of crap in it, right? Yeah, toy airplanes, you never know. Shoes, all sorts of stuff. So you want to get that nice and clean inside. So we vacuum it out, we wipe it all down, we get it all dry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Outside just looks pretty, right? I teach the guys, I just want the outside to look pretty. The inside, we're going to take extra care because we want to make sure that the kids are well taken care of. Water slides, different story. Whenever I see a post of somebody's house or warehouse, I guess, but it's usually a house with 3 slides blown up on a Wednesday, drying them out. They were all ready last weekend, getting ready to go do it again. I think that person is absolutely insane. What reason are you drying out your water slide on Wednesday for? It's going back out on Friday or Saturday and going to get soaked again. Just leave it alone. So and I have a video on my YouTube channel where the point of the video was to basically introduce the rolling straps to everybody, but it was like this long ass video that actually serves better as a water slide pickup video. It's titled "How to Roll an 18-Foot Water Slide by Yourself as a Skinny Dude." But on that video, you can go see the process we have for water slides. Basically, towels are in the truck, spray is in the truck, wipe down the slide, get it dry on the outside. Make sure, if it fell over when it deflated, if it's an overnight rental or whatever, we get all that dirt and grass off of it. Go clean up the stairs, the landing, down the slide, in the pool or the landing area. Excuse me. With the spray, roll and go. And then it goes back to the warehouse. It goes back up on the shelf, and it sits there till next week. We're not blowing up water slides to get them dry. We're not blowing up waters. They're water slides. They get soaking wet and sit in the sun. Like, I think you're crazy if you're out there cleaning them and drying them after every use. Let's see. Jessica said on Zoom, there's a local business to us that charge a fee for setting up different surfaces, almost $100 for extras. Any other surface other than grass. Does anyone do that? So basically that is a fee that is for you to have to carry and move heavy ass sandbags. Call it what you want it. That's the sandbag fee. I toyed with doing it when we were very busy. But I almost prefer, sandbags over grass, because generally speaking, that slide's going in the driveway, which is like, move it 5 feet, set it up. We're not tarping anything. There's no mud at pickup. The slide's always cleaner than if it's going so there's a trade-off. Yes, you got to move all those freaking heavy sandbags, but the rest of the thing is way easier. So we prefer it. So I did not add that. Where I think I might do that for next year is for schools. If we're setting up inside a gymnasium, that's a pain in the ass, because you've got to truck your slide super far across the parking lot. God knows where you're parked, and then get all those sandbags in it. That's a pain. That's a pain. The companies that are going to be doing that, going to be charging that surface fee. Oh, my phone's going to die. It's not plugged in. The people that are charging that surface fee are big companies that I don't want to say they can get away with it, but like, they can get away with it, right? They are so big, and so this is the way I think about it. Every fee you add onto a customer's bill is like a little bit more friction. I like to be as frictionless as possible, while obviously running a smart business. But that's right. Then that comes down to my discretion. If for you, moving heavy sandbags is terrible, that's friction that you're going to want to add. Go for it. Just not for me. Just not for me. I like to be as frictionless as possible, right? $50 deposit, pay at drop off. Like, I want to pile the bookings and make it easy for them to get committed to us. Justin said, I'm crazy then. He must be cleaning slides. You must be cleaning water slides. Yes, Justin, you're crazy for cleaning water slides. No question. No question. All right. That's all of our questions that we had in there. Anybody got any other questions they want to drop in there, or unmute your mic? Usually people don't unmute till beer too. If not, I'll jump into my little marketing thing that I want to talk about. So I'm going to share my screen again here, so bear with me. But I have what's called a Patreon. I'm going to do this other one, so I'm looking at the camera while I'm talking to you guys. So I have what's called a Patreon page, okay? For those of you guys that don't know what Patreon is, it's kind of a trip. Oh, come on, I want to move this. I don't want to move this. Go away. There we go. So Patreon is kind of a trip. So basically what it is, here it is. It's not very optimized, okay? But you can subscribe to me as a human being. Basically what you're doing is you're subscribing to my mentorship. I have 3 different plans. I don't ever get on my own Patreon, so I don't know where the heck they are. But I have 3 different plans. I probably should revamp them, but basically a Patreon, you pay me $50 a month, and all you gotta do is text me, and we'll set up a phone call right then, right? The phone call may be down the line, a few hours, or even tomorrow morning, depending on what my day looks like. But I'm gonna start pushing more to this Patreon, just because as my life gets busier and I undertake more projects, it's just getting so much freaking harder to answer every question that comes to me via DM. And so I want to still add value to people who need it, I guess you could say, right? I'd like to teach and mentor people, and so I have a Patreon. All right. So that being said, I don't even have my website up. I have a patron who reaches out to me pretty frequently, and set up a call with me the other day, and we were talking about marketing. Okay, and so he wants to. He has a solar panel cleaning business, but he's got his Christmas light business that he's going to go. He's trying to go big on, right? His name's Hayden, and so Hayden and I were talking, and he says, okay, so basically it comes down to, do marketing on Facebook and Google Ads to get leads and then sell those leads. And I was like, yes. It's like OnlyFans for business. Yes, Patreon's the OnlyFans for business. There you go. I said yes, but so marketing, right? You think about ads, Facebook and Google. You might think about, right? You might do some of the stuff that I do, where like I do, my magnets that we give everybody. The flyers, we don't give these out anymore. I'm going to change these, but we used to give these flyers out to every rental. Yard signs, the bounce house. There's a couple over there hanging on my door that Velcro on the water slides. But you may be thinking about marketing as far as all of that goes. And I might be calling this the wrong thing here. I'm not a marketing expert, but I think it's important to know when you do marketing, especially digital marketing, you're going to go have a Google ad or a Facebook ad, but then the question becomes, where the hell are you sending them? Right? So I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I just did to my homepage here. So this is the jump off homepage. All right. And it's got all this crap at top that doesn't interact super well. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. It doesn't interact super well on desktop, but that's on purpose. And then I've got all this shit at the top, right? Because I'm logged in as the logged in user. But I'm going to show you guys what I recently just did to my website. And I had guidance from Tariq on doing this. So that way you guys can see everything that I'm talking about. So when you have that ad, the place you want to push them is somewhere that will convert them. Because if you're just driving traffic to your website, that's not going to make you any money. They need to take an action on your website to get going where they need to go. So here's my website, right? So at the top rated. So as soon as you land on this page, it says top rated bounce house rental in Madisonville, Covington, and Mandeville. Those are the three cities we mainly service. I got all sorts of shit happening. What is going on? I don't know what that yellow line is. On mobile, this looks even better. Okay. Then you come down here and it says, we've got deals for you. And then the little emoji pointing down. And then this takes you to this page, the coupon form. There we go. The coupon form, right? So this is basically sends the lead into Inflatable Office. On the back end, this is built by Event Hawk. Okay. But that way, right on the front freaking page, they land on the website. They know exactly what we do and exactly where we're located. They scroll down, boom. Who's not going to want to check for coupons? We're going to see how well this does. I just changed to this wording and linked to that page yesterday. And then Tariq is actually going to monitor it and see how well it changes everything, how well it converts. So, but right there, you know exactly where I'm from, what I do, and then you can go see for coupons. Okay. The next thing down, check what our North Shore, right? So that's what we're considered, the North Shore of New Orleans. So what our North Shore customers say about us. And then you've got my Google rating pulling in. Okay, I've got a 5-star rating. I've got 134 reviews. I guess they can write a review on it. I forgot that button was even in there. And then these are real reviews from Google, from clients. Okay. And they rotate. So if you sit here, there you go. See, they rotate. And so a new one pops here and they go this way. But that way, you're basically telling your customers, yo, we are awesome at what we do. Look at the people that said so. And they just keep scrolling through all 134 of them. Okay. Then this, I just added this because I want to take over the world and I want everyone to know who we are. So I added this. We're also the top educator in the inflatable industry, right? Everybody always says we're the best bounce house company, right? So I just called myself the top educator and we're going for it, right? And then there's a button here that goes to our YouTube channel. If you click that, it goes out to the YouTube channel. And then this is just a screenshot on a Mac. You push function command 4, no, shift command 4. You can take a little screenshot. That's all that is. Boom. And I just pop that right in there. And then I told Inflatable Office on the back end to also link this picture. So if they click this picture or this button, it goes to the YouTube channel. But basically what I'm doing there is I'm just trying to add a little more confidence. If they've scrolled that far, they saw this, like, wow, this company does a good job. Then they scroll to here and they're like, oh, snap. They have, look at all these views, right? It's one more thing that's telling customers that are coming to my, or would-be customers that are coming to my website that we're a legit business that you want to do business with, right? If you're going to run a bounce house, you should probably run it from the freaking YouTube educators. Okay, you come down, you have the slides you want, browser inventory. Okay, notice that the backgrounds are all white, right? They match. I need to get the picture sizes to match. I was doing that today actually on this website. This is my Christmas light website. I was dinking around with my, I don't think it's gonna load, but get the pictures the right size. It looks a little cleaner. I need to do that, but then you come down here and boom, we're also a supplier of inflatable tools. We have the Jump Off store, making life as a bounce house entrepreneur easier. Boom, check out the store. Click here, it goes to the Shopify store. Click here, it goes to the Shopify store. But it's just one more thing that I felt like I was brainstorming on what I should do to set myself apart from the competition. And I realized that I have this resource and I have this resource that I'm really not exploiting for the rental side of the business when I know it'll help close customers, right? And it will gain confidence. So there we go. So there's the homepage, okay? And then down here, we aim to be the best, top rated. So then rewrite this. I do not know how many people read this, but Inflatable Office, it comes written like this generic, probably a computer programmer wrote it. I don't know, but it's like this generic description. Rewrite this, like just wordsmith it so it's just your own thing, you know what I mean? And then down here, let's see. I've left this in because we're in Louisiana and it wasn't actually Shreveport, it was New Orleans. But I've left that in. That is stock, but this is also stock. But I think it looks good, so I left it in. And then that is also stock, right? So, but anyways, so you got to think about marketing from a standpoint of what are you going to show to your customers so you can have them interact with your website in a way that makes them want to spend money. So then up here, I just changed all this to not that long ago. And it was hard to track because I didn't remember the date. I didn't remember everything. But over a long enough time frame, you'll go in and into Google Analytics and you can see what's called my bounce rate, which is how many people come to the website and then just leave. My bounce rate has shrunk. It's less now. Less people leave my website instantly after coming here. Okay. And this was hard to do. I had to get Inflatable Office to do this. My internet's Instagram, I'm gonna lose you guys. My internet connection is not good, and my phone's gonna die because it's not plugged in, even though there's a cord, it's just not plugged into the wall somewhere. But I'm gonna lose you guys. I love you, Instagram. Peace out. And now, okay, hopefully that'll work a little better for our streaming purposes. But anyways, so I had to have Inflatable Office help me get this all optimized. And I don't know if it's perfect, but I wanted it to be clean and simple. So boom, water slide. And then I wanted the word rentals in there for SEO purposes. So if you go Google water slide rentals, right? Google is crawling this page and seeing that term in a lot of different places. There's bounce house rental, right? But bounce house rentals, obstacle course rentals. And then I got customer service. This is a big ass long thing I wrote about our story. This is our delivery times, how the deliveries work on the weekends. Get to our reviews, FAQs. I know I wordsmithed that a little bit. What else we got? A blog. This, I believe, links out to my personal blog. And then contact us. It's at the contact us page. This is in the process. Okay, I started this and then realized how much of a crazy undertaking this was going to be. So service area, and then I'm titling every page. Madisonville, which is our home. That's where I live, and that's our home city. Madisonville Bounce House Rentals, Madisonville Water Slide Rentals. And the idea was we'll click those pages, they'll load up, they'll have descriptions, right? They'll all be similar, but unique. Talk about Madisonville Bounce House Rentals, and just so I can rank in Google for Madisonville Bounce House Rentals as a Google keyword, then these were all going to be linked together. Big undertaking. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pay EventHawk to do this for me next year. So most of these are just cloned pages with a title. Okay. But this is real deal. This is real deal white hat SEO. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. And then I linked out the YouTube channel and the store. I did this for two reasons. Number one, I want to convert more people. So a client's going to come here and see this right in the top, right in the top menu. And they're like, oh, snap, they have a YouTube channel. Then they're going to click it. And they're going to go to my YouTube channel where I bust my ass to make it look like a professional YouTube channel, right? And we've got 6,200 subscribers, and we've got one of our videos is up to 100K. Like a lot of good stuff happening on the YouTube channel that I think can help convert and add confidence for the buyer. Okay. And then store, I added this because my little tags I made that go on the straps, I'm almost out of them, but they have this URL on them. I didn't have the jump off store URL at the time, so I had to throw that on there because worried people were coming to this looking for straps, and I was right. But so this gets used quite a bit. But anyways, think about your website in this manner and what you could do to it. Right? You may or may not have it. I push everybody to start a YouTube channel. Just go start a YouTube channel. You may love it, right? And want to go teach people like I do. You may never want to be in front of a camera or on camera ever, but you can film your bounce houses and your water slides, make them 1-minute videos, and then you can say something different here, right? Check out our inventory, check out the video tour of all of our inventory, go to the YouTube channel, and then these are all your most popular slides, and it's a video tour of you walking around with music playing in the background. I have one of them on my channel. Let me see if my internet connection will cooperate with me. But I have one of them on my channel, and it does well. It does well for a video that was not hard to make. Let's see. Let me get over to my videos. This is going to autoplay. Take a sec to get some refreshments. Okay, where's this one?
I built the Cruiseheads website using Shopify. You can start your website, create product pages, add images.
Shopify is awesome if you want to sell things. Okay. This is the video. 1,500 views. Just a tour. The freaking trucks in the background. Like Josh is pounding steaks somewhere, I think. It's 1 minute and 2 seconds long. Let's see how I titled this, and shout out to Justin. This is Justin's idea. See how it's titled? So you'll notice right here, obstacle course rental Madisonville, and the jump off. So it should rank. I'm gonna pause this. I feel like I'm shouting over it. Like, look how crappy the video is. I'm like trying to get through it. I'm gonna make it. I promise. And then we'll go ride down the slide here in a second. Oh my God, it's bad. I thought I was gonna edit this out, and I just said screw it. It's posted it. But then look, I'm gonna go ride down the slide. There we go. The tour of the obstacle course. Woo! So I've had 2 people rent that because of that. They literally told me they rented this unit from me because of this video. That is a $385 rental, I think. I raised the price towards the end of the year. It might be $400, but so let's just go low and say that's $700 of rental revenue for posting this video, right? My channel is monetized because I have enough subscribers, so I made money off of that. Not much. That's probably $10, but still, it's like that made $700 because I had this video. You know what I mean? This goofy little tour video. But I push everybody to make those because why not? Like, my favorite joke is when people tell you, man, that's cool, you got your own business and you're super successful, but that blows, you got to work on the weekend. And you're like, that blows, you got to work Monday through Friday, dog. Like, you kidding me? Like, I make a schedule on Friday, I go drop some slides on Saturday, pick some slides on Sunday, and drop a few. Maybe I got to go pick up 2 or 3 on a Monday. That's it. You're slaving away freaking 5 days a week. But during the middle of the week, just get, if you've got a Mac, iMovie is easy, dude. iMovie's easy. But I push you to make this so you can have this on your website because it will help you make more money. Okay, what questions you guys have about that? I'm gonna go check Facebook. I'm gonna unshare screen. Hope I shared the right freaking screen. Could you guys see my screen on that? Please tell me yes, because last week I did it backwards, or maybe the week before I did it backwards. Okay, good, thank God. Let me get over to Facebook now. Hold on. Well, yeah, what do you guys? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. You know what I mean? Website stuff, web design, funnels, all that good stuff. And obviously, Event Hawk and Tariq is going to be your party rental resource on how to do those better, how to do those right. All right, let me check this. Oh, we got a lot going on down here. Okay. Do combo units use Outriggers as well? We'll get to some of these in a second. We got a quiet crowd. You guys are like still on beer one. I am too, because I've been talking. Nobody else is talking. I can't drink. All right. If you guys want to talk about web design, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into the other thing I was going to that I wanted to cover on this live. I think it's going to be badass content. I just hope it hits. I hope it lands. It has the potential to be a little bit boring. Okay, a little bit boring, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's valuable, and it's something that
well, let's hear it.
Nobody taught me until I was like 27, and it changed my life once I embraced it. Okay, and so that is, like I said, it's kind of nerdy, but that is books. All right, do you see behind me? I got a whole bunch back there. I've read every freaking one of them. Most of them I read twice. I'm weird with books. I read them all twice. I don't know why, but anyways, I wanted to go over and just kind of show you guys the potential that's out there, or the impact that books have had on me as a person. So if there's 20 people in this Zoom, if one of you guys starts reading, I will be very happy and humbled. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the book I'm reading right now. It's called Ego is the Enemy. It's written by Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday is the best writer I've ever read. Meaning, I go back and read pages because I'm a writer by nature, right? So I'm interested in this, but I go back and reread pages because the way he organizes the words as a writer is so unique. It's so freaking awesome. I love this book. I absolutely love this book. I'm rereading it for the second. So this is my third time through this book. I have a permanent bookmark on chapter that is called Work, Work, Work. It's my favorite freaking chapter. I absolutely love this book. Read this book once you get mildly successful. Whatever you consider successful, go read this book. It will humble you, it will drive you, and it will help you immensely. It's a pretty easy read. I mean, look how small it is. I got small hands. I can palm this thing. It's a amazingly written book. Okay, Ryan Holiday. He's got two other great books as well. If you're into books, go look up Ryan Holiday. Okay, next one is this freaking book. This freaking book changed my entire life. Like, this was bad news. If you're an employee that doesn't want to quit your job, don't go read this. Do not. This book is dangerous. Back when I was the district manager at Journeys, I would have anywhere between like 350 to 500 employees at any given time. I'm pretty sure I never ever told anyone to read this because I was scared shitless they would leave if they read it. Because as soon as I read it, I'm like, oh, I'm out. Like, I'm leaving, dog. Like, this book right here is literally the reason, like literally the indirect reason, but literally the reason that these exist. This right here is because of this right here. Boom, right freaking here. Okay. Now, this business is going to do more money this year than my salary as a district manager when I was working at Journeys, because I busted my ass. Also because I read this freaking book. Okay, it's called 4 Hour Workweek. It's written by Tim Ferriss. This is his first ever book. Now Tim Ferriss is like huge in the tech world, and he's a guru of all sorts of weird, crazy stuff. He's got some other 4-hour books that are badass too, but this one will change your life. So basically, this is like a game plan. This is like a game plan of how you go start a business that doesn't require you. Okay, say that one more time to let it sink in. A business that doesn't require you. Meaning, okay, so these straps, this one was made by my mama. My mom works for me. She sews and she does a bang up job. Okay, these are made by my mom, and then I ship them out and fulfill these. Right. We're not to the point like all the other stuff back there. Right. Those are all like lashing straps, D-ring straps, water slide tethers, etc. Those are all still made by me. Right. So it takes longer. Like this book makes it sound like you can do this in like a month, and there's like a worksheets that help you through this. It takes longer than a month. I read this book in 2017. Let me think. No, yeah, I think it's 2017. Might have been 2018. I'm still sewing. Okay. But this book will absolutely change your life because it just shifts your thinking from trading time for money, right? Your ass is in the truck going to deliver the bounce houses. Read this book and real soon you'll be like, oh yeah, right? He makes some points in here like, what if you had a massive heart attack and the doctor said you could only work 1 hour a week? Now what are you going to do? You've got this big successful business. You got no choice. You only work 1 hour a week. That's all you can do, right? This thing will change your life, okay? Passive income, I think, is a stupid term, okay? And this book creates passive income, I think. But that's what he talks about, selling shit that you can find a niche for where you make some Google ads and go sell it. And this book is about 13 years old, so there's some outdated stuff in it. But I mean, it's literally the inspiration for this, right? Literally. So that is book number, I'm going to call this book number 1. This is just Ego's the Enemy. This is just a bonus book because I'm literally reading it. It's sitting here on my desk. Okay. This is book number 1, 4-Hour Work Week. Book number 2 and 2A. I don't remember what, I haven't read both of these books back to back in a while, but I did read them in a specific order. I don't remember what it is. I don't know that it really matters, but this freaking changed my whole life. So my dad gave me both of these books. Okay. So the first one is called 3 Laws of Leadership. I'm sorry, 3 Laws of Performance. 3 Laws of Performance. The other one's Tribal Leadership. So 3 Laws of Performance. So 3 Laws of Performance is a book that I read a little bit after this. So yeah, 2017-ish. And just my entire brain melted because of how obvious everything they talk about in the book is and how we don't freaking do any of it. It's crazy. 3 Laws of Performance. Whenever I've got somebody, this is the most recommended book by me of all time. More copies have been sold of this book because of me than any other book. I recommend this the most. Whenever somebody, back when I was posting a lot of content on social about our meetings that we were having, the jump off, so we have a meeting every month, right? And people are seeing pictures of like the big buff dudes that work with me and great looking kids that are obviously excited to be where they are. I was getting a ton of questions, and that's when I just recommended this book like crazy. That's what this book is. Performance through people. This is performance through people. Okay. I'm not going to have any spoilers. I could talk about this book for freaking all day, but go buy this book, 3 Laws of Performance. The next one, same author, Dave Logan. This is called Tribal Leadership. The title of the book, right? It's classic. Don't judge a book by its cover. The title is not great because you think like this word kind of has triggers. Tribal, like you think your brain is doing it right now. I don't gotta explain it, but bad title. Amazing book, and it talks about. So this is going to be. This is my. I'm going to reread this after I show you the next 2 books. But this book talks about a lot of the same concepts, same type of concepts, right? Dave Logan wrote this too, as that book, but how to lead in groups of people. This book, I can't even put into words. This book absolutely changed how I think about the groups of people and how I lead people and the conversations. Like both of these, like conversations changed. Like I started using new words after reading these books. Like I don't talk the same prior to these 2 books. So Tribal Leadership. Okay, the next two are fun ones for me to talk about right now. Right, I wanted to pull like 30 books off that shelf, but I refrained. So these are the next two books that I keep a pile. So these are my next two books in my pile. Okay, there's two. So after I finish rereading Ego is the Enemy, I'm going to read this one. This is the book, right? I wouldn't shut up about this book. This is the book Tariq doesn't shut up about. Basically, the premise of this book, right? I haven't even cracked it open, so I'm just kind of speaking from reading the back cover here, and going off what Tariq says. But basically, this kind of turns the way you think about the money in your business on its head. So instead of, and I do this, right? I think we probably all do this. Money comes in, then you pay the rent at the warehouse, and then you pay the insurance on the truck, and then you buy the new slide, and then what's left over, cool, you pay yourself. So apparently this book is backwards, right? So you pay yourself first and then go do all that other stuff. I'm very intrigued. Profit is something that I definitely track and I'm proud of, but I don't pay myself. I now, working with my CPA, I now have a salary from both of my companies, right? So I am now on salary. So I know exactly what I'm going to make always, but I didn't pay myself enough money. Like I still wouldn't pay myself enough money if my wife wasn't on me. You know what I mean? And so this book will be definitely a good read for me. She saw it sitting on the counter and she's like, "Oh, I like that book." I'm like, "Yep, I figured you would." So Profit first. Then this one, I know like little to nothing about this book, other than my good buddy Matt, who is also an entrepreneur and a very talented entrepreneur, and just an all-around bright dude. Like he's just a good resource to have as a friend, you know what I mean, especially in the entrepreneur world. But this book, he called me the other day just to kind of BS on Monday, and brought this book up again for I don't know how manyth time. And while I was on the phone with him, I just put him on speakerphone, bought it on Amazon. I said, "All right, bro, I bought it. We're good to go." But this book, basically, from what Matt has told me, kind of gives you an outline of how to set up your business for growth and kind of keep yourself on track to achieve goals, and do so through kind of like recognizing what your core values as a business owner are, that kind of stuff. And then there's apparently some sort of what is that called? Consulting firm that I think wrote this book, or a consulting firm that uses this book as their playbook. And Matt, I know Matt hired them, and I know how much Matt's he owns a lawn care business. I don't even know if you call it a lawn care business. Landscape, there you go. They do more trees and pavers than they do. But his business has exploded since I met him 3 or 4 years ago. And this book is what he always talks about. So I'm going to then read this book. So these two I haven't read, but should be good. I will report back to you on those. Do you guys read books? I know it's like, right, it's kind of a dorky thing to talk about reading books, but it's like I'm gonna put it like this. You got to be deliberate about reading books, unless you're like a weirdo that like loves to read more than watch TV. But you've got to set aside, this is the way I look at it, set aside time to learn. You've got to invest in yourself. The reason I love books so much, right? Ryan Holiday has been through a lot of success and failures in ways that most of us will only even fathom. As a young dude, he's younger than me. He's got a lot of knowledge that I want, and he wrote it down in this book. And so I can go get all of his wisdom, all of his knowledge, all the problems that he solved written down in this book. And so you can go learn them the easy way instead of the hard way. You know what I mean? The other reason I like reading books is it helps keep me grounded. So I'm a morning person, right? I wake up super early every day, but this is the first thing that I do. I come in my office and really I try to do as good a job as I can of not touching my phone, not logging into my email, right? Because once you do, it's over. You can't put the shit down because you're checking all the stuff. I open my phone, I check for massive fires, which for me are rare. Then I put my phone back down, then I go read. It keeps me on track as a human being to reach my goals. Just it's that setup time for me to learn. It helps add wisdom to my day. It sets me up right and just gets me in the right mind frame to go crush the freaking day and do so thoughtfully. Instead of, right, I get misinterpreted because I got just go tattooed on my hand, right? So I get misinterpreted as somebody that's like a bull in a china shop when it's that's really not the case. You know what I mean? I try to be as thoughtful as I can. I do research. I try to make only good decisions. However, the point of just go is just don't labor over the decision. There's no such thing as a good decision. You don't know because you don't know the other one. Go make the other one. You can't, right? You only got one decision to make. But anyways, reading books in the morning, especially, right? And you'll notice my whole list is business books. It's all nonfiction. It's about people. I read psychology books too. I only read nonfiction. But it just sets me up to have just a badass day, just to crush days. It's a major part of my life. Yes, Steve, we're doing Q&A. We are doing Q&A. We did a bunch already. So yeah, you guys unmute.
Do you recommend that Profit First book?
I am not sure. I have not read it. I will be reading it right after I finish Ego's the Enemy, which I am more than halfway through, and I fly through this book. I love this book. So I will definitely let you know. I just know that Tariq has talked about it on more than one occasion, and how it impacted his life so positively. So, and Tariq is a dude that I respect and trust. You know what I mean? So putting a book in the to read list is no big deal. I don't even think it was $20. I don't know. I just buy them on Amazon. I didn't look at the price. Yeah, what other questions you guys got?
What's happening?
Yo.
Am I live?
Yeah, you are live on the Facebook, and then you'll end up on YouTube. So you can go find yourself.
The wife helped me out getting on Zoom, so.
Hey, I'm bad at it too.
But we started out real small with 3 units and my pickup truck. So I've been humping it, And but we're looking to add 2 more, like a slide and like an axe throw. So that's another expense running into the second year. So obviously there's really not much money being made, but reinvesting. So with that being said, how important would you say it is for me to spend on like a 7x14 trailer, you know what I mean? To a luxury, if you will, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm ready to spend for a luxury rather than earn it. You know what I mean? Throw it in the truck for a while, take 2 trips if I have to, or do I put that money out up front because it may be worth my back, you know what I mean? And the extra work.
Yeah, it's a good question. Everybody's going to have a different answer on this, or right. There'll be 3, 4, 5 different camps or opinions on it. For me, a trailer, like, I'm too small, dude. Like, it was like one delivery shoving that stupid thing in the back of my wife's Armada. I was like, nope. I went and got the goofiest. It was like a goofy tilt trailer that was for 4-wheelers, and I fashioned right. I absolutely bootstrapped it as much as I could, trying to save as much money. But no, I went trailer quick. From that, I graduated to, I always say graduated, it was still like a $700 trailer from Lowe's, the smallest one they sell. I just wanted the gate, right? So I could ramp them up.
Right.
Once I got that little black trailer from Lowe's, it was a 5x8 with a wire mesh bottom. Once I got that is when put it this way, that's when I started to take the jump off seriously. A booking comes through and both sides of my brain would do 2 things opposite. Yeah, I got a booking. I can grow the company. I made some money. And shit, I got to go deliver this stupid thing. Mm-hmm. Once I got that black trailer, this side went away because it was easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, right. And what I think is so funny is all the things people post on the Facebook of the smaller companies. I did the exact same things, not knowing there was, like, I just did them naturally, you know what I mean, with no guidance, because I didn't know any of that was out there. But then I went and my dad actually bought it for me for Christmas, right? The Harbor Freight dolly or the Tractor Supply dolly with the big inflatable wheels. Oh my God, that changed my life, right? Until the slides got bigger. Then I invested in a dolly from Spacewalk, the Super Mover dolly. If you've watched any of my videos, it's all the black one, right? It's in all those. We still have two of them. That changed my life. You know what I mean? It just boom, 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 boom. So the answer to your question is you've got to figure out the balance, but you'll grow faster when you go get a trailer because it's easier. You know,
Right.
you'll go buy a bigger slide because right now you're like, I want a 17-foot big kahuna, but right, you'll be able to go buy a 17-foot big kahuna when you have the trailer. You'll grow faster.
Yeah, that's funny. We're on the phone with Magic Jump about the 17-foot. But I was like, I had to stay under the 360 pound because that's what the tropical combo, and it's been whooping my butt. So I'm like, but I know they're bigger, but right now it's just me as far as physically. The wife helps, but you know, when it's humping that thing out of a yard, you know.
Yep. So I mean, what I would tell you is, you know, where do you live at actually?
Jersey. So we got
so you're
like
yeah, you're like done.
Yeah.
You got like a month left.
Yeah, they make us they want 42-inch spikes. Everything needs to be inspected. It's like a whole lot of stuff, but
yeah, and then you guys are going to get cold here and everything shuts off. So it really comes down to what you're comfortable buying. I would just go window shopping on the internet to kind of see what you want to get, right? The other thing about trailers too is you want to do what I did, which is buy the goofy one for $400 off Facebook, then the $700 one that's way too small for too long. You know, and then I bought one that was bigger. I bought a 7x14 that I thought was the end all be all. It was too small pretty fucking quick, man.
Yeah.
So then I bought a second trailer and a second truck, and that trailer was too small, right? I had a custom built. It was too small. So now this year, right? I've literally bought 2 trailers every year up until this year. This year I bought two 7-foot wide, 16-foot long tandem axle, electric brakes. Like I'm done buying trailers, dude, because I got what I need.
Yeah.
So you can just go that. Yeah, I mean, those are $5,000 where I live. 50. My nice one, my big text was 5,100, but I freaking love that thing. I love that thing.
You think I'm fitting 5 blow ups in a 7x14?
Oh, dude, I had 11 on it once.
Yeah. I want to get it enclosed because I'm limited because I'm in a development. If I would have known better, I'd be living somewhere with some yard where I can drive into a shop, you know, but I'm not. I'm working out a 2-car garage. So let's say I have a 7x14 enclosed because I want to leave some stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you think I'm fitting 5 in there? No problem. That'd be good for where I'm at.
7x14 enclosed. Yeah, I think you'll fit 5 in there. No problem. Enclosed trailers are cool because you can hang your cords on the wall. Be careful. You can ruin cords by doing that, but you can hang your cords on the wall. You can hang your stakes on the wall. You can hang your hammers on the wall. It makes you a little bit more versatile, especially if you've got HOA stuff. I also have HOA stuff. I have a warehouse now, but I didn't, you know what I mean? A year ago, we ran them out of storage units. And so we'd blow them up here and clean them and then trailer them over to the storage units.
And then I'm like one of these where I'm no mechanic, so I lean towards getting everything new. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Is that wise, or do you roll the dice and get one for a little better price on Facebook Marketplace? You know what I mean? Or do you just get brand new and do it?
To me, it comes down to what you can find. So one of my 16-foot trailers I bought used, I got a smoking deal on that one though, because my buddy sold it to me. He didn't use it anymore in his lawn care business. It's beat to hell, but it's a 7x16, so I'm happy camper. But I bought that big Tex new because I couldn't find any used ones. And man, that thing is a dream, dude. That thing is a dream. So I would just look around. The trailer market, I don't know. I'm not shopping for trailers anymore, so I don't know now. The trailer market has just been an absolute mess post-COVID. Because you've got anybody that uses trailers, all of our businesses exploded because people stopped traveling and started spending money on their houses. And so fence guys bought trailers and landscapers bought trailers and pool guys bought trailers. And so it's like the inventory just went. So at least where I live, it's slim pickings on. I mean, I put it this way. I was shopping for a used one before I bought the big Tex for $5,000. I just said, screw this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bought it.
Yeah, even the used ones here are like, you know, for a 7x14 is like 7,500.
Yeah, for a cargo trailer. Yeah, I mean you're looking.
looking at it. You don't know what it's been through. But no, I appreciate the tips, man. I've been watching a lot of your stuff for a long time, even before we got into it, to know what I was getting into, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, you're very welcome, man. Very welcome. And I appreciate the kind words.
Thanks.
John says, what were the books? Cooking dinner, booking inflatables all at the same time. I love it, Joe. I'll put them in the chat, dude. I don't know if I'll be able to type them fast enough because I raised my chair up. I can't type very fast. Yeah, I'll send I'll figure out how to get you guys the list of books. I'll get it to you somehow. If I gotta DM it to you, John, I'll DM it to you. All right, you guys have other questions? I got 3 new puppies over there going crazy that were literally born yesterday. So if we
got a question.
Yeah, go.
Okay, but so me and my wife are looking at getting 6 bounce houses or something. We're wanting to get into the small rental industry. We're in a small town. And we're looking into 6. And I want to know, what do you think about the top 6 to get? Should we get 3 a little more adult, 3 a little more kids? You know, what's kind of the best? We're going to be a brand new rental business, and see what your opinion is.
Yeah, okay. Where do you live? What state are you in?
Northeast Oklahoma.
So you get pretty cold.
Yeah, we get a little chill. Actually, I don't know. We're not too bad right here.
Not bad. Okay.
It depends. The last few years, it's been, a good mild winter, and instead steady in the 50s.
Oh, that's not bad. So you should.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Essentially, you should be able to rent 52 weeks a year. Obviously, January, December, it's going to be slower, but
right.
So I'm in southern Louisiana, so it's basically New Orleans. So it's warmer than it's warm. Your best bang for your buck is going to be bounce house combos. Straight period. The reason I say best bang for your buck. Now, will they make the most money for you? They may, because your water slide season is going to be way shorter than mine. So for me, water slides are going to make the most money, right? I know if I go buy an 18-foot water slide, it's going to make 10 grand minimum. Like, I know that because that's what those make. Bigger slides going to make more money, right? I go buy a wet dry combo. It's going to make me like 8 grand. A good one could touch 9, but you're talking 7 to 9 grand for a wet dry combo. Right. But the wet dry combo, those bring in all the revenue. January, February, March. Okay. April water slides start. Then May, June, July, August, water slides are king, right? And this year especially, it's been weird. But then once we start to get into late September and into October, it's back to combos and they carry the torch. So they make less money over the course of the year, but they keep the revenue coming in during the off-peak times. Okay. So if I could do it all over again, I would go buy wet, dry combos. And so if you're starting soon, shit, I just buy 6 wet, dry combos. Maybe you buy 5 in a bounce house. For me, bounce houses suck. They're like, people are renting them out for a freaking $100 on Marketplace. They're small. Like, it's just not a unit people care about quality, in my opinion. So they're going to go, it's a race to the bottom. So I have 3. All 3 of them I bought used. I have them for $145, I think, or all of them are $145. They go out very seldomly. They're really just there because I got them used. I wouldn't. I'm not buying any more bounce houses. None. I'm spending money on combos, obstacle courses, and water slides.
Sound good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet, man.
We learned that lesson the hard way with the bounce houses. We bought 2 of them and the 1 combo, and all that rents out is the combo, the water slide.
No,
Public events, they'll take our bounce house, but no one for their birthday parties, no one's doing it. Maybe in the fall.
Yeah, nobody. The places that it's going to be different for the bounce houses is for sure. I know Southern California, you've got, it's much more compact and packed in there, smaller yards, more expensive real estate, which leads to smaller yards, small gates. So Southern California is different. I want to say like Phoenix, Arizona is different, but that's off the top of my head from a conversation I had with somebody. So I could totally be wrong on that. But outside of Southern California, bounce houses just are not good money. And if you've got some that rent out well where you're at, please let us know so we can tell the folks. But
well, what about small games? Things even smaller than bounce houses that go good with that. Do you have anything to recommend there?
Nope, I have none.
We're about to get the axe throw.
Double.
Axe throw's popular around here.
If it's popular, like if it's popular, go get it. That's right, respect. The way I look at it though, the freaking bungee run cost as much as the combo. I go buy a bungee run tomorrow. A, I don't think it's running out. Hardly at all. B, there's no way in my mind, right? This is not proven. This is all just in my mind. There's no way it's making the same money. Like, I know a good combo is making me $8,000 next year. I know that. I'm gonna go. That's why I don't have games. It's why I don't have concessions. It's why I don't have tents. It's like the only reason I have a foam machine is because my wife talked me into it, and it was a good investment. But still, the foam machine makes $4,000 a year. No games at all. Zach, yeah, no games at all. I got none. Nothing interactive, unless you want to call an obstacle course interactive, but it's not. I got no games. I got no.
Bungee run is?
Yeah, bungee runs are interactive. You can get the ones that climb, like it's like a rock climb thing, but it's an inflatable. Those are insurance is nightmare in Louisiana, and so it's like I stay away from that, climbing walls and all that kind of crap. No, but no games.
No games.
I'm talking big games. I'm talking inflatable games. I know there's like one you blow up and there's holes and you throw footballs through it. I'm talking stuff like that. I'm not talking Connect Four. That yeah. Little jumpers. Said giant Connect Four is a big hit. I'm not talking about those are $80. Like whatever. Go buy a bunch of those on Amazon Prime, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't have any of that because my favorite restaurant is In-N-Out Burger. You can go there and get a hamburger, or you can go there and get a hamburger with cheese on it, or you can go there and get a hamburger with 2 patties. That's it. Yes, there's a secret menu and all that, but they stick to what they do, and then they go do it excellent, and they're super successful. Go to Chick-fil-A. What do you get at Chick-fil-A? Chicken. Oh, you want us to put it on bread? We'll put it on bread. Now, they have some salads, but that goes well with chicken. But they do chicken, and that's what they do. That's always been my favorite philosophy is, like when I worked at Journeys, people get all up in arms about socks and shirts and shit. I'm like, the shoes literally make up 91% of the sales. I know. I have the report. It says right here, 91% came from shoes. I don't care about anything but the 91%. You know what I mean? I'm an inflatable company. I want to go do inflatables. I don't want to worry about my guys forgot the fucking black pucks for the. I've always also been a volume salesman. When I was a salesman, I didn't spend time to wine and dine you to get you to buy 6 things. I got in, got out. Like I got you one thing, I upsold you a couple of things. Nope, cool, register, boom. Let me go get a new customer. Like it was speed and efficiency. It's just my personality. I'm not right. I know there's people that are huge on what do they call that? Raise the ticket, the ticket price, right? You add on the concessions, or you add on the games, or you add on the giant Jenga, all that. They're not wrong, and I'm not right. It's just my way of doing it. It's like I'd rather just rock and roll some freaking slides and get on with it. That's just my take on it.
What about a tent rental with bounce house slide combos? I noticed that a lot of companies either do one or the other. Is there a reason why that
So from what I've heard, so I'm going to get into the tent game next year. I've been flirting with it for an entire year, and it's just hard to pull the trigger, right? When you can just go spend the same amount of money and know what the inflatable is going to make. Also with tents, it's a different business. Like the storage is different. The setup is way different, right?
Right.
So it's just not something. I was scaling the inflatable side so freaking fast. I mean, I'm up like 186% over last year with inflatables. So I'm like, we're gonna squeeze till there's no juice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I've heard from tent people that once you get into tents, you stop doing inflatables because tents are more profitable. less work, less headache.
Well, I just think they go like when we start ours out, I really have a strong feeling that I can make them go hand in hand. You know, one can really boast the other as well. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, bringing the 6 inflatable or bounce houses, or as I'm going to take your advice, and combos. Definitely look into that. But, you know, I was just curious because I do notice that I've been in manufacturing 10 to 20 years and I have my own manufacturing company. But I've noticed that we don't really deal with a lot of companies that deal with bounce houses. And I've always been curious to why that was, because I just kind of felt they went hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to see. I don't think Justin's still on here. Justin does no, he's not. Justin does both. Justin does both. He's primarily a bounce house guy, but he's big into tents. So if you go to his YouTube, his Part of Your Own Knowledge YouTube page, he has tent content on there, and he knows his shit about tents. So like, he does both. He's very. I wish he was on here so he could, because he's the one that needs to give you the advice on this.
Right.
This time next year, I'll be able to tell you, because I'm going to probably buy 2 tents for next year, just to kind of see how it goes. I have them written down somewhere. Somebody told me buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, whatever. High peak, blah blah blah, whatever. I just don't know it all yet. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, go high peak. Got to go high peak. They're the best.
Yep. That's what I've heard. And then I've got the sizes and whatever, the poles. Zach said, I can't believe you're not a one-stop. I'm not a one-stop shop guy. My whole entire business career as an employee, right? I was an employee for 16 years at Journeys. At Journeys, I worked there 16 years. I always laugh at the conversations about shirts. I'm like, it's a fucking shoe store. What are you talking about? No, we don't need to be a one-stop shop. We don't need to sell water bottles too. Like, that's just the way my brain works. Like, I'd rather go do my thing and do my thing well. Let's see. Let's jump over to Facebook and see what else we got in here. Bouncy Castle question. So this is from David Cooper. What's everyone's thoughts on customers that set up castles themselves? This is a good question. I'm not a fan personally, but I do know that some companies allow it. Huge fan of your channel, mate, from New Zealand. That's awesome. You called me mate. That's so cool. So what he's referring to is where you can go and rent a bounce house on the website for a lower fee, come and pick it up with the blower, the cord, the anchors, whatever. And then the person goes and sets it up at their house themselves. I have a buddy in that, my buddy Mike lives in South Dakota. There's a huge, crazy successful business in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's pretty much all they do, which is weird, right? He's the one that called me about it like a year and a half ago and told me about it. I then went through COSIO like literally the same day, right? It's my personality, but the same day was like, let me see if I can do this. Got it approved through COSIO. It's no extra money. They sent me an extra form that somebody would have to sign in order to pick up. And then they have like a weight limitation. Like they can't, right? You can't do it with big stuff. You can only do it with small, light combos and bounce houses. From that point forward, I never did it. I never did it. The reason I never did it, I think it just goes back to what I was just talking about. But it's like, I'll put it this way. If I had more bounce houses, like if I made the accidental purchase of getting too many bounce houses and I had like 10 bounce houses that just sat in the warehouse, I would do it, and I'd do them for $90. And then just, they'd have to come pick them up, right? I just organize it to where like I'm at the warehouse, right? My office is in my house, so I'm not at the warehouse all the time. But that way, instead of sitting on a shelf, it's then out making at least $90. The reason I never did it is because I have 3 small bounce houses that I could do it with. And then off the top of my head, I probably have 5 combos that would qualify. Maybe. Just because they're the smaller and lightweight. They don't have a pool. So they're just easier. But it's like, I get $230 for those as rentals. We have a free delivery radius, but it's kind of small, right? In a spread out area. So we have delivery fees on top of that. It's just, it never seemed like a wise decision for me to have them come pick them up themselves. Plus, I'm not there. Once I get a bigger warehouse where my office moves out of my house and gets into the warehouse, I would maybe do it because I'm gonna be there, right? So and you know, this is selfish for me, but I want to then make content of you rented a bounce house and picked it up yourself. Here's how you set it up and here's how you tear it down, blah, 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 blah. Then all of you guys could use that same video, right? And my YouTube channel would reap the benefits. But now I never did it. I just never did it. But it's not that big of a deal. The liability doesn't go up. My premium didn't go up. It's one, right? And Cosio's, in my experience doing this, they're the strictest of any insurance company. And they didn't even care. She didn't even care. We're in the process of getting, so this is from Austin. We're in the process of getting our license with our state. Once we get that, we're going to switch. Oh, we're going to check Cosio and see which brands they cover and buy based on that. Just seeing if that sounds like a good plan to start. So it sounds like you're in one of the strict states, Austin. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. If you're in New Jersey, you're in, I think, Pennsylvania. Those are the two bad ones where the regulations are insane. Your insurance company is probably going to be the best resource that you have for what you can and cannot get, and all of the stipulations that you have to hit in order to be able to get licensed and get each one of your units inspected. So yes, that is a good way to go. And Cosio, they're the only insurance company I've ever had. So full disclaimer there. I also am like internet buddies with Alex Cosio. We've never met in person, but we're very friendly. That being said, Cosio is a very knowledgeable company. Like, they know their shit. But that's because they're a good insurance company that is trying to mitigate loss, right? So they're going to give you good advice. This one has an emoji, frog emoji. We actually had a family of frogs get in our slide. Yeah, dude. In the South, right? So I'm from Utah. I'm from Salt Lake City. It's a desert. We don't have frogs. Not that I know of, at least. We come down to, when we moved here, we actually lived in the Baton Rouge area for 1 year, in 2010. The number of freaking frogs was outrageous. Like, we had like a bayou behind our house kind of thing, but it's like a flood bayou or whatever. And there was frogs everywhere. That being said, they get in the freaking slides. So when we go pick up water slides, like, they have to blow them up regardless. I don't care how pristine it looked. You have to blow that slide up because the frogs get up inside of there. If you've ever rolled a slide, or it happens for us the most in combos because we don't always blow up the combo. And if we do blow up the combo to get some water off it or towel it off or whatever, we're not like inspecting the inside. Dude, you roll up a frog in there, oh my God, the poor frog gets smashed and suffocated and then rots very quickly because my warehouse is not cool. It is hot inside my warehouse. Yeah, that stuff is nasty. How long do you leave a slide wet? New business here, so don't run every week. That's from Edgar. Man, I don't even know if I should tell you because it's going to freak you out, and I don't want to give people bad advice. I don't know the answer to that. Month plus, easy. Yeah, we have one
mine
slide
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We have a slide in our inventory that just sucks. I got it for $900 used from Spacewalk. They give me good deals at Spacewalk. So I went to go buy something else, and Corey was like, I said, bro, you got any slides? He said, I got this 18-footer, bro. It's ugly. And I was like, yeah, that is ugly. He said, I'll do it for $900. I said, I'll take it. With blower, I'll take it. So that thing makes like $3,000 a year. So it's sitting rolled up. It went out. When did it go out? 2 weeks ago, I think it went out, and it had been rolled up wet, rained on wet since 4th of July. Because I picked it up, Alex and I picked it up and rolled that sucker and put it on the shelf. Like, we use the forklift to get it on the top shelf every time, and so it's out of the way because it does not rent. And it's old, dude. It's old. That vinyl's rough. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Like, it's just not that big of a deal. I don't know. It doesn't. I did have one moonwalk unit that used to mold. I hated that thing. But it doesn't mold. It's good. So yeah, we let it ride. We let it ride. And we do blow up all the water slides. Full disclaimer. We do blow them up and air them out at the end of the season. So probably a month from now. Yeah, it's probably about a month away. We'll do one at a time in the warehouse. We'll blow one up, let it sit. So basically what we do, you blow it up and let it sit for like a day, right? Or we'll do it overnight or whatever. But so that way, any water that's at the top of it can drip down. So then any water that was inside the slide will then move its way down to the bottom floor. And then you can go wipe up the bottom floor with towels and get it nice and dry. Then the outside's right, pretty straightforward. And we are, I mean, we're not, it's just not my personality to be like meticulous, but we try to do as good a job as we can getting them dry. But we're out for efficiency, man. We're speed. We like speed. All right. Anything? What's going on over here? In Giant Connect Force. She said. So Kayla, hope I got that right. Keela said, "What about slip and slides?" So I used to love slip and slides. Do like the flat ones, you know, that you run and jump on, like the slip and slide. I had at one point in time in our inventory, we had three. I was getting good deals on them used from Spacewalk for whatever reason. Spacewalk had a bunch, and I would just go buy them. I was getting those things so cheap it would make your head spin. Talking, I think the one with the pool I got for $500 with blower and stakes. So I just kept buying them because they had them. They rented out okay. They're so light and easy to move and so small when you roll them. Like both the roll is small and then they're short, that they're pretty killer units to have. Now I say all of that. I don't buy used as much anymore. I have actually been texting Corey. I text him periodically, ask him if he has any used slip and slides, because I will go take one for $500, $600, $700. But I've priced them on. I've priced new ones, and they're the same amount as a tall water slide. That shit's crazy to me. So if you can find a good deal, yeah, go get one, because they're easy, right? But they're much smaller. They're going to rent out less, and they're going to rent out for less money. So I had, and this was peak 2020 when I had high prices. So like a 19-foot slide was $350, I think. I couldn't get $200 for a slip and slide. I put it back down to 175 or 180. I think it was 180. And it did good. At 150, it crushed. I took it up to 180. It still did well. I took it up to 200. It like turned off like a faucet. I went back down to 180. Just 150 was too low. But you just don't get a lot of money for them. That's why I ended up selling mine. They started to write their used units, so they wore out kind of fast. And then they wore out kind of fast. And I was just like, man, they're just not making money. Like, I'm gonna sell all three of these and go buy a freaking big one, which is what I did. Made more money too. Sell three used ones for $500 a piece, use that money to go buy a big one, made more money. Absolutely. Yeah, John said frogs are the worst. They really are. Worse than dead bodies. Real talk. So we had a frog get rolled up, right? So I'm not like out there inspecting after the guys clean bounce. Like Tyler cleaned 6 bounce houses today at the warehouse. I wasn't even there. I just trust him to do a good job, right? So this was last summer. There was a frog underneath, like, you know, the slide pops out, but then there's like the piece underneath. So the bounce house kind of goes like this, and where the rock climb starts is like this. And there's like a pocket under there where shit can get stuck under there. Well, the frog got in that, then rolled up and killed. We did it. Then they blew it up and cleaned it. I was working. They never told me that it smelled funky, but they couldn't find it. But it smelled funky and they couldn't find it. Rolled it. It went back out on a rental, 2-day rental. Then they blow it up on Monday or Tuesday, or whatever, to clean it again. Oh my God, death. It smelled like death. The frog, they wouldn't even go do it, right? The guys wouldn't even touch it. I had to go out there and get a towel. I'm so squeamish, dude. I got no stomach for anything. I'm dry heaving so loud and hard that it sounds like I'm gonna puke. Literally, the guts are gonna come out of me. And I wiped this up with a towel and throw the towel out the bounce house, like go running down, like I'm like my mouth's watering, like I'm gonna freaking barf. It was the crappiest thing I've ever had to do as a bounce house owner. And the thing, there was nothing left of it. I swear to God, there was nothing left of it. It was gray paste, like this smelly gray paste. It was heinous. It was the most terrible moment of my jump off career, no question. And I've done some messed up stuff. Anybody else got questions? I covered all my topics I wanted to hit. I can hear those puppies out there going crazy, so I'll go help the fam bam with those puppies. Unless you guys got some questions, we can roll as long as you guys want to. I wish Instagram was on here, but alas, my internet couldn't keep up. But if you guys don't have questions, join the Discord. If you're brand new, right? My Patreon is not for everybody. Like, I'm not actually trying to like make a bunch of cash. But if you're brand spanking new to the bounce house world and you want to have my advice on demand for as long as you need, right? There's no contract or anything. As long as you need, go join the Patreon. If you are getting into the Christmas light business, that's probably right now where it's most valuable. If you're getting into the Christmas light business, same applies. Same applies. Who's got their hand up? Graves. Go ahead, Robert.
Hey, Nick, and I got a question for you. What about the covers for the pool part? Where do you find them at? If you get, I'm scared if I ever needed one and one goes bad on me, where did I get them at?
Like the pool liner?
Yes.
So it depends. I had my tent and table slide that has no pool. It's just a landing, but that thing got blown out. It's an older slide, so it was time to go. But tent and table, they got me one. You have to know the specifics of your slide so they can get you the correct one. So what year you bought, it just kind of depends. But I mean, I bought mine through tent table by chatting with the online person on a Sunday. Like, my guys text me, and actually Ethan FaceTimed me. He's like, hey dude, we just blew this slide up to clean it before we picked up, and this thing is trash. And he shows me the slide liner. I hung up with him and literally got on the online chat with tent and table and bought a new one. It's like $150. That's for not a deep pool, but like a landing. You can so the manufacturer should be able to get you one as long as it's a good manufacturer, right? If you bought it from China, maybe not. If you're having a hard time doing all of that, right? I feel like I'm plugging Spacewalk a lot, but I like this. That's okay. Spacewalk can make you one custom. So basically what you have to do though, you have to get the liner to them, right? So I actually asked Corey about that tent and table one. Like, I text Corey and asked him about that tent table one, then jumped on the chat thing with tent table, and he had texted me back and said, yep, we can make it, no problem. You just got to bring it to us. And then I said, we're good. Tent table had it. I just bought a new one. But so you can basically send it over to Corey at the repair department at Spacewalk. Then they have the vinyl, the Velcro, the sewing machines, right? That's what they do. They're literally like a professional repair shop, and they will custom build you a new.
Gotcha. I was thinking that I got that Purple Crush, that 18-foot water slide. I only have 4 units, but when that sucker does right now, I go through some hake, rolling it up, thanking it for your straps. They really help me out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about my next purchase will be probably a winch to put on my dolly. I've seen your Jolly dolly. By that time, I've done purchased a mega dolly from somewhere else, and I was just thinking about putting a winch on there to help the rolling process. Yeah,
the winch is loved by many. It is not loved by me. I've never even hooked up the winch on my rolls off. It's never even been on one time ever. It just sits there. We don't use it. I just hook it. I just hook. So the Rollzall is cool. The way Tommy's built the Rollzall is really thoughtful. So so when it's down, right? So like it looks like this, right? When it's on, it's all 4 of its wheels. And under the toe plate, there's an eyelet. He welded like a little miniature D-ring on. And so I just carabiner my rolling straps to that and then just drive that sucker in reverse, and it's rolled. I've never tried that with like our 22-foot dual link. I don't think it would roll that, but if you ever need the mechanical help, like I just use the dolly. I just hook it to the dolly and drive that sucker in reverse. Yeah, if you're alone, I don't know. I bought a plug in the wall. What is that? Like the electric winch. It was too much money and it's a piece of crap. So please, nobody go buy it. But to test the winch, it's so slow, dude. It's so slow. It's brutal. You want to come in? Yeah, it's just really slow. Yes, you don't have to do much work, right? You set the straps. You may have to, readjust the straps as you go, but yeah, it's no physical labor, but I like speed. So
Yeah, I'm trying to get faster. That Cobra Crush probably weighs about 400 pounds. It's a heavy inflatable to pick up, put on that dolly, but I get it. But
it's an easy one, easy inflatables.
no, it's from Easy Inflatable, correct.
Yeah, easy. I have a 15-foot Purple Crush. I like that thing. Once I had an old Easy unit that was a 16-foot Emerald Crush, and it was old, right? I bought it used a long time ago. There's actually a YouTube video where I went and bought it. That thing, that pool liner wore the hell out fast, dude, fast. The new stuff from Easy though is I really freaking like it. Like I have Purple Crush, Blue Crush, and then I have the Pirate Fortress dual lane. That's the biggest combo we have. That's a big ass combo. But all those units, man, are so sound. But if yours is an older Crush, those pool liners do wear out.
No, I bought a brand new, so it's brand new. So
You're good. Then. You're good.
It's getting someone action. What's that?
And if it does break, Eddie and the fellas that Easy can get you a new one, right? That's a big line. That's probably $300 pool liner, but
It's fairly heavy. But like I say, your straps really. I watch a lot also. Your straps really came in good as far as help rolling it up. That helps out a lot.
Buy some straps, folks. Go buy some straps. These are the 1.5. These are my fave right here, the 1.5.
What about your lashing straps? Are they at least 2 inches wide as far as the I haven't been on there to check them out yet. Are they about at least 2 inches wide?
I don't have any made here, but no, they're 1.5 inches. So the D-ring straps are 1.5 inches, right? So like for instance, well, let me show you this. Hold on. So this is pre-rolling strap here. These aren't made. This is just raw. But so this is the 2-inch rolling straps. Okay, these are the ones that everybody buys. They think they need more. They think they need more size because it's like heavy or something. I don't know. Then this is the 1.5-inch rolling straps. It looks trivial, the difference in size, but when it's in your hand, like this is hard to hold, and that's only half of a rolling strap. It's like this is an entire set, and it's just the 1.5 is just such a better thing in my opinion. But everybody buys the 2. That said, so that's the D-ring straps is made out of the 1.5, right? So it's not as fat as the rolling straps you most likely have. They're a little thinner. That's the D-ring straps. The lashing straps are 1 inch. They're little guys. There you go. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
That's the lashing. That's all I use. That's every jump off slide has these on it. Every single one has one of these on it. I've always, with a passion, have always hated D-ring straps. I only offer them because some people like them. I hate them. Wouldn't use them. I have thrown them all away. Yeah, I thought about making the D-ring straps out of 2-inch. Like it doesn't. There's no cost difference between 1.5 inch and 2 inch. There is, but it's like, I mean, pennies. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I would sell them for the same price. I don't know. They're just big. Like the rings are big. Like you're gonna have. Let's make it 2 of the same color. Like the rings are huge. Dude. Like that's a 2-inch ring. You know what I mean? Versus the 1.5 on camera. Probably you can't even tell, but I don't know. I just kind of guessing on that. If you guys want 2-inch D-ring straps, we can absolutely start making them. It's not
Are yours lashing straps or D-rings?
all lashing. That's the only thing I use.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. 1-inch lashing straps. Way to go, dude. I mean, we put ours like people don't know this, right? They ask me if they're good or whatever. People don't know this. So we put these around, right? The lashing strap goes around every slide. And then we stand our slides up on our trailers straight. Like we don't push our shit over. Like I'm a little dude. I don't got no business pushing the slide back up after I already did all We put them all straight up. And then what we do is on the lashing strap, I have a video of this on my YouTube channel, how to load a trailer, but we take a ratchet strap or a cam strap and hook it to the slide and then tie it to the front of the trailer. And then a ratchet strap goes around all the slides on there. So, I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds of weight going down the road, right? Yanking like this. Never, ever, ever, never, ever have had one fail, break, slip, like all 1 inch. Like it's the best. It's the best. It's the only thing I use.
Hey, one last question to you, Nick. So I'm gonna buy probably at least give me at least one. What about the wet dries from leisure activities? You think they're pretty good? I seen a shark, a dinosaur, and a zombie one. You think they're pretty good?
That's probably the one freaking brand, like major brand, I actually don't have and have never had. Just kind of random. I know Jana. I mean, Jana custom builds stuff through leisure. She loves them. I almost bought. Long story short, I almost bought out a 50 unit company, and they had some leisure units that he absolutely raved about. That didn't actually end up going through. That sale didn't go through. My offer was turned down. But yeah, so I've never had leisure, but people that have them really seem to like them a lot.
Okay. Seemed like Tariq said that shark one is pretty demandable from customers. So that's all I was thinking about that shark one.
Yeah, I mean, so their stuff is cool. I was actually on their website earlier, right? Because I've left a lot of money in the jump off account because my insurance premium is coming up, and I was expecting it to be freaking-nomical because we've scaled so much. Long story short, I got a quote back today from Luke? No, freak. What's his name? Tony, I believe at Zodiac, and the quote was like, "Killer, dude, killer for the same coverage." So I'm like, shit, now I've got all this money, dude, I've got saved up that I was like fearing this insurance thing and I'm going to make out like a bandit on insurance. So I may go buy leisure activities. The thing I want from leisure that I've been eyeballing for well over a year, they're obstacle courses. They're like 4 or 5 different pieces that can all, so you can buy any number of them that you want. So what I want to do is I want to buy essentially matching two-piece obstacle courses, right? So 4 total pieces, but offer them as wow, this is hard to say, 2 2-piece units or a 3-piece unit and a 4-piece unit, right? No, none is 1 piece. None is 1 piece. I don't do that. You gotta get at least 2. But I want those leisure obstacle courses because that's what when I was going to buy Best Jump, that's what Gary was raving about. He's like, this freaking leisure one. He had 3 total pieces and he rented it out and like made him rent a generator with it, right? Because you got to have 3 blowers going. And he's like, every time it rents, it's a $750 rental. And they only did 4 hours on it, I think. Like it was all so restricted. He's like, it goes every weekend. It makes the most money. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I want. So that's what I've got my eye on. So I've got all that money in the account, right? I'm gonna save it for IAPA. I'll buy some shit at IAPA, but those leisure activity. Let me see if I can find them, dude.
What's everybody drinking? Classic Chelada.
I got Mexico too. I got some Mexico.
Right on.
My last one, dude. It's my last one. I'm gonna screen share here. I saw somebody drinking some cocktail earlier. It looked like a Jack and Coke. There we go. All right, you guys can see the leisure activities. Let's see. Get this out the way. There we go. There you go. It's right there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can find it. Dude, the other day, AT&T called me. I have AT&T fiber. They called me. They're like, yeah, do you want to upgrade your stuff? I'm like, nah, dog, I'm good. And now I'm thinking I should. This is the one I think Gary had. It looked just like that, I swear. One of my guys is FaceTiming me right now. I'm gonna literally answer a call on live here. Yo.
Hey, which one's the Castle Ford one? Is it this one?
Black. No, it's black with the
No,
blue.
it's black. Okay. The blue?
And it's got the jump off strap with the label, but I haven't written on the label. It's that right one. It's on the right. Yes.
No, I think this is wait, it might be. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good enough.
That's
Right.
it. Because it was flooded, so I left it in the middle.
Yeah, so I got it mixed up because I moved to Luna around.
Oh, got it.
All right, well, I'm almost done. It's my last slide.
All right, sounds good, brother.
All right, see you next.
Later. Yeah, so here you go. Check it out. There's that 3-piece one right there. So boom, boom, boom. So I think this is the whole thing, huh? 95, 8,700 bucks. Takes 3 1.5s. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's it right there. 8,700 bucks for that bad boy.
1,100 pounds for that whole thing.
Yeah, but it's 3 pieces though. So
Yeah, it's pieces.
that's heavy as shit though for a rock climb, dude. 416.
Yeah.
That's heavy. My spacewalk one that makes the most money is not that heavy. That's heavy. Oh god. Yeah, these are dope, dude. I mean, look at that thing. Look how big that is. Oh my god. That says right there to schools, rent me right there.
I don't remember who it was, but yeah, there you go. Last time we were talking about obstacle courses, he was talking about that toxic stuff or that nuclear one.
Yeah,
That's one I'm saving up for right there. That full Mamma Jamma, that 7,900 one.
Yeah, that thing's, dude.
I like that.
They're good looking. This is the one that he had, this marble one. But like you can't click on these pictures, I guess. Yeah, this stuff's cool, dude. And these make a lot of money for me. These obstacle courses just print money. It's crazy. But like, look how many they have. Like, I low key feel like this is what Leisure's specialty is. All these obstacle courses. Like, we're still in obstacle courses.
Sheet number 5.
Yeah, sheet 5. Like, this is an obstacle course, and then the back is a climb up, and then it's a water slide. I think a pool. Maybe not. That looks like a landing, but like that's freaking cool, dude. And that's not that. It's just
See, I don't have a obstacle course yet. How hard are those to clean? Because you got a lot of pieces you got to sanitize.
Yeah, so when you're cleaning the rock climb slide, bro, that thing's a breeze. That thing is so easy because it's just right. That's all it is, up and down. So like wipe the outside, leaf blow this off, and wipe it down with whatever you use as your spray. This piece, however, not fun. Yeah, these enclosed pieces, not fun.
So with these long ones, though, I'd probably have to get a generator because it's just so much and so long.
Yeah, you're running. I mean, this takes 3 1.5s.
Yeah.
And a 1.5 is pulls. I think those pull 9 amps. And so you're at 18 amps, and that's running. That's not startup. There's no way.
Yeah.
That's going on one. Those you got to split that on 3 different circuits. So you're going in every like if you roll up to a rental and you have this going to somewhere and then it's a trailer home,
ain't no way. Yeah.
You're screwed. You're going in every other window of the place. So yeah.
I actually had one like that this weekend. It's funny you say that. They didn't have any plugs on the outside of their house.
Yep.
We had to run it through a window in a bathroom. Oh Lord.
Yep. We had
never again. And
yeah.
It wasn't enough. That was the closest outlet, and that thing didn't provide enough power for a 2 horsepower blower.
Yeah.
And they were mad at me. I'm like, it's on the website. You need this.
Yeah, your house is. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna buy, dude. I have to buy this for my little girl. She saw this and absolutely lost her mind.
Oh my god.
She lost her freaking mind, and so did my wife. My wife's not girly, but she is. She's like low key girly. But this, like Jana literally designed this one, and maybe this one. I don't remember on this one. but I know these three: the monster truck, car, cop car, and it's what Jana literally designed. And they're freaking cool, dude. They're so big though. Like you don't realize how big that is till you see the dude standing next to it.
Yeah. Combo with straps on it. There you go.
Yeah, I mean it's so big, dude. It's got Outriggers way up there.
Why is everybody so quiet tonight? What's going on? Stage
I don't
fright.
know. It was like this kind of.
I think my next one's gonna be that mermaid one from Leisure.
Oh, the mermaid.
What the hell are those things? I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Where is that?
Is that a water drain? That's
I
a
don't know.
tiny water drain.
I do not know where that is.
You need that. You're gonna be there a minute.
Yeah, I don't know where that is on the unit. I am kind of clueless on that. Oh my god, their website is not very. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was trying to get back to the. Maybe it's my internet, but it's like so laggy. There we go.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, what's up?
When I bought that Purple Crush from Easy Inflatables out of California, I was kind of amazed about that because it only came with a 1 horsepower, and I thought figured it would come with this at least a 1.5. You think that's kind of small for that big thing?
Dude, I would almost say yes, except for this year I've really experimented. Like for whatever reason, like I had the right amount of 1.5s and then I had 2 burn out, like emergency burnout. I was like, fuck it, we're putting it on ones. And dude, we run multiple 18-foot slides on ones. Multiple.
Ooh,
And they're firm and they're money.
Yeah, they work. I mean, I was surprised that I thought it was kind of small for.
How
as
long
big
does
as
it take
is.
to air up though?
Oh,
If you
seconds.
Yeah, if you remember to close the vents, dude, it's not bad.
Yeah, the one I got is 32 foot long, and it's came with the one horsepower, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, as long as it's the RLD ones that are black and orange, bro, those things below like 1.5s. I love those things.
Yeah, that's what it is, black one.
Yeah,
Black
I
on.
love those. Yeah, we put on our 18-foot tent table takes one of those. Our 17-foot HEC Big Kahuna takes one of those. Some of our 18-foot HEC slides like Purple Crush. We've had Blue Crush dual lane on one of those before. It goes with the 1.5 when it's supposed to, but somebody goofed up and put it on a 1 and it worked. Some of this stuff's cool. Some of it, like this, bro. Like, I'm not into this slide at all. What?
Well, that's kind of.
Yeah, they got cool stuff, dude. Are you guys getting on Tariq's live? What's his with today? IAPA, huh?
I haven't gotten his. I usually am on his, but I wanted to talk to you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, his is.
That's the 31st, ain't it?
Oh, is it? It's not today?
Hey,
I
but
think it said the 31st.
Oh, okay. I saw it come through. I was on here the other day trying to figure out where the hell it was. Oh, there it is. No. That's sponsored. He's sponsored.
That's wow. Tariq got bands. He's
Yeah.
just
Well, look, bro, here's his
boosting
books.
every post. He's
Hey, here's his
everywhere.
books. Oh, I think I'm in this book, the website book. I think I'm in
Pre-order today.
that. Yeah, I'm trying to find. There's usually a thing that says events, but I suck at Facebook, so all I do is post, dude. There we go.
And the last couple months, I've got really pretty busy, and I work with myself. I try to get help when I can, especially when I'm using running out the Purple Crush. Sometimes I do it by myself. I get help me with it. But I was having like maybe a year and a half plan. I'm a retired military guy, and I do this on the side on the weekends. But I was trying to do maybe a year and a half more and just do this business as a full-time gig. But man, lately I've been swamped, been burning up, man, in the hot sun. Getting burned about
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, I remember a long time ago, this is an interesting story. I'll make it not long, but I got wind from somebody that came and bought some old kid bikes for me at a place in Baton Rouge, which is like an hour away, selling units in bulk. And I went there and bought 9 units and an enclosed trailer for $2,000. No, I'm not making that up.
I watched on your video.
I sold the trailer for 1,800 like a week later. But I went right from 3 units and then added 9. Well, anyway, while we were there, this place was massive. I'm talking 2 warehouses with fully extended forklift, like to the 30-foot roofs, 40-foot ceilings. You know what I mean? Packed, so big. And I'm like, holy shit, dude! I have 3, like whatever, right? I'm like a baby back then. And I remember he said to me, "If you do it right, dude, an inflatable business scales incredibly fast." I was like, I hope so. Blah 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 blah. Like I was there with my mom because my mom was actually trying to invest at the time in the jump off, and then anyways, so long story short, do a good job, dude. It scales fast. So it's like you could have it. I mean, you can make it your primary job relatively quickly.
Next year, I'll just be doing this.
Dude, it's
Fingers
fun.
crossed.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, because you go pick up a couple units Monday from your Sunday rentals. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hire somebody to clean. That's my best advice is hire someone to clean. Dear God.
My neighbor.
Because, yes, my next door neighbor. He was 15. He's freaking 19 now, but he was 15 and he used to clean everything. And once I made that move, I could do 2 things. A, I could kind of have a life, right? Because I wasn't out delivering slides and then cleaning them and then like all day long perpetual. This is during COVID when we had rentals every freaking day of the week back during when COVID popped off. But so I could kind of have a little bit of a life. But then it also allowed me to get my ass out of the business so I could go do things like the website, like, go do marketing, go figure out how to build a sign for the back of the trailer. Like all that stuff I could go do where, I don't want to say you're turned into a CEO, but you're not your own employee.
How much you pay that guy for cleaning your units, Nick?
I still pay him all the same amount as I did now, $15 a unit. So
Okay.
every time I clean, it's $15. Tyler, there was one. So I went and did the Monday pickups. There's only 2 this week, but I went and did those myself. They were just 2 combos, and one of them was jacked. So I text Tyler. I said, "Hey, bro," because he usually cleans all of our units. He's just hungry when it comes to that kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know. But I text him. I said, "Hey, bro, I'll pay you extra for the Peter Rabbit one because it is. I'm not sure if it's a jacked up mess." He texted me. He's like, "That was a lot of water, dude." I'm like, for a dry unit, it's a dry unit. It just got rained.
So I got a question for everybody else because I know you're doing Christmas lights, Nick, and I'm pissed I can't make it. What else is everybody doing on the off season besides Christmas lights? I was thinking like doing cell phone repair because next year I want to order all my stuff in advance, so higher margins.
It's true, it will be.
Plowing snow.
Plowing snow.
Yeah,
I'm in
Dallas.
Dallas.
A lot of those guys.
I don't got much.
I'll send him the rec. I can send him
That's the thing. If you can scale the business, it comes down to your ambition, but you can take the freaking winter off, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. Like I would lose my noodle. I'm too.
No, that's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna go crazy here in a few weeks once it gets slow.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you could still do Christmas light stuff. Your margins are good enough, by the way.
Right now,
just buy as you go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, last year was a weird year because of COVID. There was like shortages on shit, and then I had kind of accidentally spent all my money on the jump off, and so I didn't have enough money left over to pre-buy. So I did last year buying as I go, and it is stressful, and your prices are higher, but your margins are so high. You know what I mean? There's people, you got to put it like this. I could do this now because I'm a good businessman now. I couldn't have done it when I started doing Christmas lights. I would have been scared shitless, but you can go sell jobs, take the deposits. I take 50% deposits, right? So if it's a $5,000 home, they send me $2,500. at time of booking. And so you can go sell 5 jobs, go buy, you know what I mean, 10 houses of lights, maybe a little more, depending on how big the job you sell, you know, and rob from Peter to pay Paul the whole year. It's very, very, very doable. Like I said, I could do it now. When I started in the Christmas light business, I couldn't have. I'd have been scared shitless to screw it up, but it is very doable. The other guy, the guy that kind of like taught me, and I say that I installed one house with him, but the guy that taught me, he like does that. It like stresses me out. I talked to him all winter, especially last winter, because we were out of the storage unit. And his storage unit was right next to mine, like literally right next to mine. And so I'd see him every day. And he's like, yeah, bro, I got to take some deposits. You know what I mean? I got no lights left. I got to go collect some deposits so I can buy more lights. I'm like, bro, you don't take the deposit when you sell the job? Nah, I wait till I need the money. Like I couldn't fly by the seat of my pants like that. But he does very good business.
Hanks is in here talking to me. He's actually like one city away from me.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy. Your reach, Nick. It's crazy. Small world.
We're going global, baby. We had somebody from New Zealand in here earlier.
I heard. I was driving. There was a wreck right in front of me. I don't know if anyone saw it. I turned my camera around. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get back to the live chat. Oh, that thing's right here. See if there's anything in here. Oh, there is. All right. Here, we got some more questions. Let's go. In North Alabama,
Hanks, if you need any bookings this weekend, dude, I am booked out. So I will just, if you give me your number, I'll start sending them your way because I can't.
There's the Discord. Somebody answer this. Brandon Hightower said, when do you plan to retire? That's a good topic. I'm only 37, right? So best laid plans. I'm still young, but never, dude, never. Somebody will get hired, you know what I mean, to run the jump off and make a good salary. I overpay everybody, but no, dude, I can't retire. There's no such thing. What am I gonna go do? Sit in a tent, or in a hammock? No way. High sides are life. Must be talking about trailer. Leisure is great. I'm looking at sleepover tent parties. Oh, that's a cool topic. Yeah.
I try to put out a bulletin for in my HOA in the neighborhood for some help for some young teenager. All I got was crickets. So, and I was gonna offer $25 a unit.
I mean, real talk, it's probably worth it. Like I would be bummed if I had to play $25 a unit still on every unit. That's a lot. But when it comes to recruiting, dude, all you got to do is talk to everybody like that. You've got to be thoughtful about your conversations with that person because you need to speak properly to your audience, right? But you just tell them, hey man, I'm growing, I got some opportunity, clean some slides. In the beginning, it'll definitely be under the table, you know what I mean? So no taxes come out of it. Do you know any young cats, 14, 15, 16, got to be strong enough to roll the units, but you know, any young cats that, want an opportunity? Everybody always tells you no, I don't know anybody, man. If I did. And then from there, I just remind them that I want I try to tell them who I'm looking for. Your nephew. You don't have, you know what I mean? Your wife's little brother. You don't know anybody that could just come over and clean slides at my house. And a lot of times then they go, dude, you know who would be good? Ricky. Cool, tell me about Ricky. Blah, 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 right? Then you get Ricky's phone number from them. Do not say, give my number to Ricky, because Ricky ain't never calling you. You get Ricky's phone number from them.
Right.
Then do not call him, text him. Nobody wants to be called, everybody wants to be texted. And
Gotcha.
if you just do that in perpetuity, like for always and forever with everybody you ever meet, right? You'll you'll find good people. They're out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the word a little better.
It's a sales pitch.
Find a
dude.
football
It's
coach.
a sales pitch.
High school football coach.
I've emailed every high school football coach in my area. Never even freaking got an email. I emailed school counselors in the beginning. I got jack shit. The only time I ever do anything good is when I do it through human beings.
I'll put your rug back. That's right.
All right, y'all. Guys are all nice
Hey.
and quiet.
Appreciate the info, guys. Nick, thanks.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, I think we'll end here. That's not a bad run. 2 hours and 5 minutes. So for all of you people on the YouTubes and the podcast, subscribe, like, share, do all the cool things. Everybody that joined us tonight, we still got 13 people. That's pretty damn good. I don't know. Facebook broke on me, so I have no idea how many people are on Facebook right now. But anyways, thanks you guys so much for coming. It means the world to me. We'll do it again.
Do this later at night.
I know. I'm a freaking
7:30.
I like to end at 8, dude. Not start at 8. So
You got gray hair showing up, Nick.
and everybody, I wake up at 5 a.m. Come on. Everybody that's still on this, go over to Tariq's. No. Somebody said it's not today. Never mind. I changed my mind on that. I could have swore it was today. If it's today, go to Tariq's. If it's not, then go on the day that it is. But anyways, thank you guys for coming. I will see you next Wednesday. I'm gonna try and get like a feature. I'm gonna feature a new drink every Wednesday. I just was too busy with the puppies this week. I couldn't make it happen. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna end this sucker. Peace.
Peace.